Amazon stayed between levels. Perfect. Hey, good morning, man. Good to have you here. I'm doing great. Just kind of looking through a couple things. Here, I'll let you guys see what I posted last night. I know I try to post this every day. I don't get to every single day, but I thought Amazon was looking good. And this is all using the TA routine. If you want to know what that is, go to the playlist of the channel. We have a YouTube playlist just for this, as well as in the free server. You can go down here. You can learn about the TA routine. Here's the playlist of the link and everything. So yeah, that's all in the link of the bio. But here we have Amazon, BA, Facebook, Doku, Square. All of these might not even make it to the list. I like to do it the night before just to see if I can get any of these on the next day's list. So let's start going through a couple of those. It's only 7:36, so I got a little bit before I can start. Just kind of checking out. SPY, NASDAQ. So we ended up breaking that support right here. That's very important, because that was resistance, turn support. So that would have been super bullish if we held it. Looks like we're going to hold under it, though, right now. I expect one more red day on SPY if that's going to hold like that. And then on NASDAQ, don't short it until it's under this level. Same position as SPY. It hasn't fallen under that level yet, though. Actually, it kind of has this one, but there's another one here, so. Yeah, so I'm going to go off of those levels for SPY and NASDAQ today. I always open up another TOS, throw it on my other screen, and just kind of watch SPY and NASDAQ alone, just to make sure I get a good view of the market. Dow Jones is also down. IWM down again, yeah, so I expect another red day. But it's okay. There's plenty of plays out there that are like Amazon. I'll show you. So let's say SPY and NASDAQ start bleeding, right? Like at the same time or just around the same general vicinity. And this cracks 33.55 or even 33.46. So honestly, either of these levels right here, the 2-day ago low or this emerging candle that I marked on the daily time frame for this level, this is definitely a good range. And then you also have this gap fill that hasn't happened yet. That's about right there, actually. So yeah, I'll leave that line there. That's awesome. So another one there at 33.30. Yeah, so we're probably going to add Amazon to the list today. There, this way you guys can just see me type in silence, but there's something on the screen. Well, looks like all my levels are holding for the night before, so I have everything I needed still. I almost don't have to do anything. Let's still mark those levels though. 33.87. Morning KC, morning Samin, morning Mithin. Good to see you all. Below. Now we have a choice here. Do I want to say this and this be my first target, or just want to say wait and this be my breakout and this be my first target? Just making sure what my decision's gonna be. Honestly, 33.60 is the level. It's crazy because people would think like, man, you're just marking the same, $5 every level. Like, I'm really not trying to. Like, some of these just end up like that. Yeah, 33.60 is gonna be entry. That $1 will make a difference when it comes time for entry, so I'm gonna make sure that's right. That's on my list too, man. That was one of the last ones I was gonna check too. Is Square. I was checking through some charts last night and saw a few people talk about Square. I was like, man, I'll go check that one. That one at PayPal, I don't always check, but I try to be better at that. Alright, so targets below would be that 33.55. Can't ignore that one. There's not a level in between, so I don't have to make anything up, but just for the extra level. 33.46. Alright, we got Amazon out of the way. Let's go check out Boeing. Let's just check out Square while we're already talking about it. As you can see, I did my fair share of charting last night. All I did though was mark emerging candles. I marked that yellow one because I know it's probably the most important one in the area. So I just want to make sure I marked that. This one also is very important. And this one. Just marking very important ones near current price. Alright. Yeah, but all I marked was emerging candles, gap ranges, important stuff like that. I didn't even mark any trend lines, but just like somebody covered in the comment section, you could see, look at that strong uptrend. I didn't even open up the entire chart yet. Kind of reminds me of John Deere a little. Just a very, very strong uptrending stock. So if you ever need a stock to find on just like this, this is the one. And Square's a very strong company as well, so don't have to worry about that one. But yeah, it looks like it's trying to retrace, not even just to the trend line, but at least to this right here. And the reason I say these are so important is because if this right here is turned support again, because it tried to do it here and failed, ended up coming back up here, holding as resistance, coming back to trend line, holding trend line, so still battling here. But what it's trying to do is hold this area as support after coming up resistancing. So what it's trying to do is have buyer control. So if it holds here at all, it's going to be looking good for the near future, but we'll have to see how far down that goes to a certain extent. So a 30 minute. Let's see if it exited our levels. And it didn't. It's actually perfectly between them. Alright, so let's add Square. Clearly Square's got a lot of potential today. Let's see above. Let's do... I already like what I got, to be honest. I almost don't have to do anything. 245.15. I wish I do a few targets, especially for a stock like this. So we'll probably do like that. That's good. See, I got like $5, $8. So it's like an $8 move is what I just planned out. So regardless, I have enough targets for anything. Below, we'll do 241.64. 241.60. But we have to remember there are those very important targets below. Targets we have, because you never want to plan for one side. Like, yes, I am bullish. Like, this is what I'm focused on. That's what I would rather play. It's what I genuinely think is going to happen. But I still need to plan for both sides. Does not matter what I think. 239.50. Now we got a $4 move here, so we can add something in between, like 238. 235.50. Let's leave it like that. Alright, that one's done. Now out of these, which one should we check out next? So this one pretty much stuck. And these are all going to keep working too if the market doesn't like fly up or down. But regardless, you know, if you read this, it doesn't matter if the market goes up or down or not. You know, these levels that I'm marking, these are good forever. You can leave these forever. So that's why I have it like that. Oh, Clove. I need to re-add that. Let's see. Did that stay in the same range? I'd laugh if it was already above it. No, it's still there. It's actually squeezing. That's good. Well, what do you mean by squeezing? Well, I mean it's trading inside of itself. As you can see, you know, it has converging highs and lows. If anything, it's just moving itself into a corner ready to pop. You know, it's like a balloon getting ready to pop. So keeping that on watch for Clove. Again, we're watching above these levels here. So if you guys want to keep watching Clove, there you go. Let's see. What was the other ones we like, though? The trend change play was amazing. If you guys missed out on that, you're crazy. All right, let's check it out. If you guys can, you're in the stream, please make sure to leave a like. It really does help the stream as well as the channel, so thank you. And thank you for being here, whether you like it or not. Let's check out Docu real quick, just see if we like it. Let's see what Facebook's doing. Facebook's also holding our levels that we marked up yesterday. See, this is another important area. Because if you look here, we've already crossed this level, you know, right here. So if price was to come down to hold support on this level, it's already came and went. So now we're trying to see where is it going to hold support. Is it going to hold support here? Because there's a good range right here that could be made, that could be held. Or is it going to come all the way down to 295 to hold this as support before moving back up higher? So we're going to have to see, you know, where is Facebook going? That's another one that I'm watching pretty closely. Let's zoom in. As you can see, once it cracks here, it's home free down to here, down to just below 300. So there's a good move here, ready to be made. And even another one if SPY and Nasdaq are really trying to move down that much today. Highly doubt it, but we'll see. IWM is coming back. That looks like a big bear flag. Let's see, is SPY doing the same thing still? Just looks like a big bear flag. Pushes, makes new low with volume. Consolidates. It's like it's just wanting to just chill right before open just to do another one of these. Or it might even bounce, you never know. So that's why we're going to play by these levels. So if I see this get overtaken and this get overtaken, I'm going to start thinking differently. You know, because then we're above yesterday's low. So that's what I'm watching for that. Alright, let's get down with this list. We only have Amazon and Square. Zoom has a good spot. Tesla's still in a good spot. What I mean by that is I like the range that current price is in. You know, you can easily find good breakout levels for it. Sun W below 10. I did not think I'd see that. I'd pick out Snap for the list a couple times if we didn't have earnings soon. Roku's not looking bad. Let's do Roku. Back that out. I didn't mean to do the weekly. There we go. Okay, this is where I was having that issue. I was doing this last night. I could not find levels to save my life right here. I had to go to the 4 hour. Which actually I already marked the best level right here. Because if you remove that and you add this one, it's the same thing. Alright, I think I got it all. Let's focus now. So after 361 for calls, we'll be breaking 363.30s right there. 365 needs to be thrown on psychological. Which actually is very close to an actual level. 368.50. And we'll do one more just for Pete's sake. 370. 356. We have 351. Pretty much 352. And of course we have to mark 350. Zoom out. Oops. I don't even know what I just clicked. So 352. We have nothing about for $10. There is resistances here. Supports, I mean. Right there, actually. Resistance pushed. Support. Support. Failed. Held. Failed from. Okay, yeah. 347.25. I keep forgetting where I need to type. Whoa. Okay, yeah, I think I like that. And you can put 340, I guess, just because you can. Move that over. Wait. Alright, y'all said Apple's still holding. Most stocks are holding and are not following Spyfall. Nvidia. Yeah, let's check out Nvidia. Alright, I'm going to start over on Nvidia for you, because I know I have lines for it already. Yeah, yesterday I was kind of streaming to the chat and saying that'd be really cool if we saw this on Nvidia, just because it is such a strong stock, but it had rising, so I wouldn't be surprised if you saw it go through this line to test a lower support. Let's see, did we go down more on this? We did go a little lower. Let's mark that. Price is trying to fight itself back up this. Let's see. In comparison, where's 606? So yeah, 606 is already below this level here. So you could see Nvidia is already good to short to this level here at 599. Yeah. It's already passed below it. Nvidia is already looking good to short. I hate to say it because I love trading Nvidia. But for plays on this, I'm not going to put this on my list because I already have 3 other stocks that move pretty big. But Nvidia is a big watch because this right here, since it's already bearish, you're not just going to go ahead and enter a short position, wait for confirmation. So now you're going to wait for this pre-market low. So watch for below 606 for puts. You'll thank me later on that one. If it ends up coming back up and not breaking that ever, you're going to use this as confirmation and this as confirmation because this is extended hours gap. So now you can see if bulls take that back control. And if they hold over this, bulls have control for even just near term. So they're going to try and push that back up to that trend line that you saw me have on the bigger time frame. I didn't mean to mark it like that, but that's actually how that's going to probably work. So we're going to start moving towards that. So use these levels as confirmation, but if you want to be ready for puts, below 606 looks primed for Nvidia if you do in fact get that flush downwards again. So I'd keep that on watch. Team RTV for Nvidia. ST just said AMD also wants to drop PayPal. Oh, let's check out Apple real quick. Yep, not surprising to see this hold. That's Apple. And again, only marking emerging candles and gap ranges and stuff. I'm not just marking random things in my chart. Same thing here. Damn, this has got a really good range on it again. Look at that. Like, perfectly. Below that 8030 would be beautiful for AMD. Above 8150, or you could even say above 81. Target 8150 is your first target, because it's definitely a level of, strong resistance. This is definitely a good level of support. So there you go. There's levels for AMD as well as Nvidia that we just went through. If you guys have other stocks that I'm not putting on the list too, ask for them to be charted or something. I'm definitely glad to go through here and chart and stuff as long as I finish my list and all that good stuff. This is one of the stocks I already started buying up shares of just because I was doing some charting last night. I really like where it's already sitting. If you look at the max, there's actually a very strong resistance that price is currently about to reach. It actually bounced off of it yesterday. I didn't have this level posted yesterday, but I went back through last night as I was doing my daily watch list for the next day, and I figured out, damn, like, this has been tested, like, to the T. I was off by a couple cents, but, man, it held. So this might be a really good spot to start buying equity in this position. So I already picked up some more shares, but that was my whole thought process on this. I really like this chart. Either way, for options trading, I'm watching for this trend change play, and there's a lot of stocks that are like this that I'm watching. These are beautiful plays when you see a very strong angle like that, because then you can look for pattern plays right before to play up to the line, and then two, once this line breaks, I can play it. So all good there too. So I can't wait to play that too. Thoughts on Fubo? Fubo might be another one of those that I was just kind of mentioning. Yeah, as you can see here. My line was a little off. Sorry about that. As you can see, there's a very strong, defined downtrend right there. So that's what we're kind of watching too. Right now, it actually looks really good. I was saying you can play pattern plays up to this. This is actually one of those patterns. Very strong wick to the bottom side, and it's overtaking that candle. So let's see. So for day trading today, watch above this on Fubo. That's the 3 levels I would watch right now. And then maybe this one. Yeah, maybe right there. Neo had a red day yesterday too. And Neo wasn't the only one to do this. A lot of the stock market did this, where it went up and it was looking really. It actually yesterday looked really primed. When we got to this point on the stock market, I really thought we were going to move up higher, but came back down, as you can see on SPY and Nasdaq. Yesterday we pushed up, had that drop on SPY. I think Nasdaq had a sharper rise, sharper drop. Yeah, they did. Sharper rise, then you had a base, then a sharper drop. So as you can see, we were definitely looking good at the beginning of the day yesterday, but we definitely turned that back around. But back to Fubo, I think these are levels that you should play. These are very strong. This is just BB system, but overall in the bigger time frame. And you can see I've already been watching it. We've lost a trade on this. We lost this one here. We won another one over here somewhere, but we lost another one. So we're about 1 out of 2 on this one. But this is already looking good to go back up. I think this is just like DDD. It's another one of those value buys that are just kind of, it's like so cheap. It's like, why would you not buy? If you're an investor of Fubo, you got to think like that, Why would you not buy shares right here if you're an investor? If you're an investor, this is the perfect spot because you have your base, price pushed up, price pushed down, and it's almost retesting that same range. So this is where you're looking to buy more shares, This is where we need to start looking for plays. Same thing with Neo. Yeah, I might add Fubo. I actually like that one a lot for the day watch list. Let me go back through. I'll clear all this. We'll do this one, and then we'll go into the Discord stream. So let me mark my range. All right, so I got my range. Let's get into the daily. Whoops. I guess that works too. Get that other range because we don't need to have that marked. I don't always mark these because as you can see, there's like zero volume in these, and they're kind of weird looking candles. It's just because it was very early on, so not really focused on it as much. But as you can see, if you mark that, you mark that emerging candle, just get that range because you do have a range here, resistance, and then resistance before true breakout, or even somewhere right here. But as you can see, we're testing that range like perfectly, so that's very, very important to watch. Let's see. So even if you aren't bullish on Fubo or DDD or any of these stocks, there's almost always a buyer reaction to these, either whether it's a long-term drop or a short-term, very significant drop. You're almost always going to get a buyer reaction. You guys always hear me talk about that when I talk about volume on the smaller time frame. Look at that. It's like perfectly on that. Let's mark a better one. We're going from here. And I'm not looking to grab this, I'm looking at where can I grab an angle in which grabs multiple candles, So let's see. I hate to say it, but it's already doing it if I grab it from there. Let's grab from here. Go to that candle. Oops. I went to this candle. So I got multiple touches, and I still got my angle, and I'm not making crap up. Because if your trend line involves using current price, it's not a good trend line. But yeah, we already talking. It looked good. I think that was right here, actually. But as you can see, we just had to base out. We didn't make any more plays on it or rush anything. We're just still watching it. As you can see, it came back up, rejected trend line perfectly. Actually, that might be where we lost. No, it was before that. I think it was this. But as you can see, though, it's holding nice. So that's definitely what I'm going to be playing on it. Plus these extra levels you saw me add. The extended hours high, the pre-market low, the yesterday low, which this would be last ditch effort level, just because you guys saw me marking on a bigger time frame. And then somewhere about right here, just because it's pre-market low from yesterday, but it was also a resistance turn support pushing up. This level too, but I'm not going to mark that. All right, so let's get this on here. But did that analysis make sense? Not even just the guy who asked it, but was that good enough? So let's watch above. Damn, I don't have any targets right there. $20.25. I knew there had to be something there. Below 1875. But yeah, make sure to check the playlist of this channel. Not many channels show what they do. A lot of channels like to just show off indicators and crap they don't even understand themselves. So if you guys want to understand some true price action and things that will actually help your trading, please check out the playlist on this channel. Not only is the BB system there, but the TA routine. So not only can you sharpen your charting, you can sharpen your day trading, you can sharpen your swing trading. We have all of that. So please, whether it's paid or not, you can find all this information around our community. 18.15. All right, I think that's all she wrote. Let's get that copy pasted over. I'll leave the list up just so people see what we did chart. And then if you guys want to go through anything more, I will gladly go through more charts. 1 second, though. Just need to post this in chat. Bank of America handed out upgrades to Tesla, Zoom, Twilio, and PayPal. Nice. All right, I'm done ignoring y'all. What are we looking at? I know I didn't have BA on here, even though I almost always have BA on here. If you guys want to play a really good ticker that pretty much plays out every single day, you just have to be very patient with it some days, and then other days you have to be aggressive with it. It all depends on the levels you're using. As you can see, price is used just about every level on the screen pretty well, so we're going to keep using them. Below this level here, we'll probably just wait for this level, play below that. If price ends up holding and pushing back up, we'll wait till 244s are in a better area. But looks like below 241.30s, Boeing's going to be really good to short. So watch below this. And again, this is all on the channel. You can go to the TA routine and figure all this out. None of it's super hard. It might look like a lot. This looks like crap. But I zoom down to here. I have everything I need. Don't need to worry about it. Alright, AAL's the last one I'll do, and then we have to go. Gonna join the Discord soon. If you guys want to join in there, the link is in the bio. Check out American Airlines. I actually really like the stock. You might like Delta too if you like American. They have a really good chain too. Starting off, just marking emerging candles, marking my gap range. I'm misclicking everywhere. Price moved up there. A big thing too that I've been watching, and I know my chat knows I've been watching this, just because of how many times I've probably streamed this, is there's a very strong trend line right here that it just broke. I initially had this drawn differently from just the wicks, but after redrawing it on all the airlines on this, it was actually better. But as you can see, we broke that, and we had dropping volume, but then we kind of had almost increasing. So this is a very crucial day to watch. But the big thing too is earnings. You don't always want to trade stocks, but earnings. There's a lot of companies reporting earnings around this time right now, so definitely be careful with that. There was definitely a ton of good setups that I was trying to get into. Actually, let's go check FCX. I wanted to call out puts on this yesterday. All right, so it's just holding. So if you guys want to play a low-key ticker, and I think this is pretty cheap. Let's see. Yeah, it's cheap. Okay, yeah, you can't trade that chain, but either way, this is looking good. I like the TA on it. So let's see how that goes. But this was the reason I didn't call that out, was because earnings are around the corner. I don't care about rising IV. I don't want to deal with all that, so I'm not going to deal with it. But TA wise though, I would play these levels. I'd probably ignore that one actually. I'd play this for your break below. This is a good break below. This is a good break above. Good first target. Second target below is either that line from that other level you saw me mark. Yeah, it's that one. Just another candle. Good range there too. Yeah, so you got targets everywhere you can use for American. Downside or above side. That's just going through the TA routine and the BB system, man. You combine those, you got every level you need for day trading and scalping. And a big thing I want to touch too before I end this, if you guys end up getting an aggressive entry, right? And you're playing, like, let's say you're playing FCX, and this is your break below, right? And you definitely have a first target here. Why would you not sell right here if you got into a position here and went down here, right? You're just being greedy at that point, right? I think we can both agree that. And whether or not you sell your entire position, you should at least scale out here, Stop trying to carry whatever play you have to the, low of the day or the high of the day. Quit trying to hold the longest move, just because you saw someone else do it one time. Focus on what's in front of you. Quit focusing on what's around you, okay? So focus on that. If you're going to take an aggressive entry, you need to have an aggressive exit. You need to have a plan before you're even in the trade. Where's your stop loss? What's your targets? What's your entry? You need to have all this planned out before your price is even there. Therefore, when you're in the trade, you're not freaking out. You're making decisions that you have planned out. All right, well, this is a 35-minute stream. I appreciate everyone for being here. I try to do these every single day, so if you guys can get in here on all the other ones too, that'd be really cool. If you could leave a like on the stream, that would definitely help the channel as well as the streams. If you'd like to join the chat, it is link in the bio. That is where I will be. We stream trade. We do swing trading analysis. We do day trading, scalping. We do it all. Our main goal is learning, but we do give signals and stuff. So if you're into that, come join us. But the big thing is learning. Learn and earn is our big thing. So if you want to come check that out, it's in the bio. But I'll see you guys in chat. Thank you again for joining, and see ya.